The fact that we are exposing ourselves every day to untested, unregulated, toxic chemicals in the food we eat, in the water we drink, our air, the products we use, the buildings we live, work, and go to school in. And we are all we're all participating in a big chemistry experiment where we're learning more and more that these chemicals are being passed on from generation to generation, that these chemicals can last for hundreds of years, that babies are being born pre-polluted, that an American pregnant woman can be carrying, on average, 43 chemicals in her body that she would be passing on to her child in her womb. And so, to me, as we learn increasingly about the impact that these chemicals have, that these chemicals can cause cancer, autism, learning disabilities, early onset puberty, infertility, and birth defects, to me, that is just morally wrong. And I think that and we have a broken system in the United States. The United States regulations that regulate toxics haven't been updated in nearly 4 decades. And there are 80,000 chemicals that are in use today, and we've only tested 200 of them. And that's just, clearly we're out of step with where our laws need to be to protect human health. The European countries do it very differently. They require companies to prove that a chemical is safe before they allow it in the marketplace. And so that's the kind of change I think that we need to have. We need that kind of reform at a national level in Congress. I'd like to thank Senator Merkley because he has been a champion for this in Congress. But ultimately, to get national action, we've seen time and time again that it requires states to step up and act. And this is where Oregon can really do that. Oregon can step up and be a part of protecting human health and reducing the exposure we are seeing to toxic chemicals. The Oregon legislature right now is considering a bill called the Toxic Disclosure for Healthy Kids Act. And that bill would require disclosure and phase out of dangerous chemicals in children's products. So I would like to ask everybody here, if you believe it's our fundamental right to live in an environment that is free of toxics, that children have a right to play with toys that don't expose them to carcinogens or hormone-disrupting chemicals, that you convey that. You call on your legislator and you ask them to support the Toxic Disclosure for Healthy Kids Act, because we need that kind of change to happen at the states to protect our health, but we need that kind of change to happen to inspire action in Congress as well.
So the new reality come, then is a certain old concept which developed the situation at that time. Now, at that time, realistic. Now, situation changed, then that thinking is unrealistic. So we have to change. Wonderful.